Hello everyone, my name is Chris, I guess. Welcome back to Surfside. If you missed the first episode, this is my attempt at a realistic amusement park set in like the panhandle of Florida, in a completely fictional city. We still need to come up with a name for the city, but that'll be in a future episode. But yeah, in the last episode we took a look at the first beginnings of this park, and we went on our first roller coaster, as it's coming over the lift hill now, Tide Rider. But this episode we're going to kind of focus on what I've been working on over the past about week. Which is the other side of the lagoon here. So this is going to be like our main central point in the park. It's just this nice little lake. We have a drop tower over there. We have these cable cars going across the pond here to take you from one side of the park to the other. We'll kind of go into that a little bit more in a little bit, but yeah, let's take a look. Let's go this way toward Tide Rider so you can kind of see what all has changed, which we still get some great views of Tide Rider from the path here, and I believe at the end of the last episode, anything to the left of the archway here going into the Tide Rider Plaza, this should all be new. So we have Sky Wheel here, which all of this queue is new. I'm not sure why no one's really queued up for it at the moment. I have the guest limit set to 1,000 people at the moment, and I did realize like it peaked at 1,000 the other day, so I might need to adjust that a little bit. But yeah, we have the Skywell here. Nice little simple entrance and everything there. Mentioned this in the last episode. These strollers are off of the workshop. Yeah, we've got a nice little clean entrance for that. I tried to cover a lot of the pad for the ride itself, to kind of make it a little bit smaller, because as you guys all know, like the Planet Coaster flat ride pads are, I mean, they're massive, like the foundations for them. So yeah, you can tell right there, I've kind of went over it with some dirt and fenced it in, try to make it all nice and tidy. But yeah, we've got a couple of Midway games here. So the whole idea for Boardwalk is it's which I didn't even mention, that's the name of this new area on this side of the lagoon. It's the whole idea for Boardwalk is to be kind of like the older section of the park, but it's had some refurbishment over the last few years, as Bodhi does his tricks for us. Fantastic. But yeah, its whole idea is for it to be like old Boardwalk vibes, like Midway games, stuff like that. So some of that kind of expanded out to this point next to the lemonade stand here, where we've got one of these, I don't even know what you call these, like these strength hammer swing, I don't know. I don't know what you call this. We have a hoops challenge Midway game. We have a gondola ride that will take you to the other side of the park. We'll go into kind of an overhead view in a little bit, and I'll show you guys where that's all going and all that good stuff. But if we come up here on the entrance side, you can kind of get an idea of what I've done in here. It's pretty simple. It's just a nice roof and some lights. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's go back down and let's go into Boardwalk. So this is just mainly like a nice, I think, kind of like a relaxing area where you would kind of go to not really focus on the rides, but more or less just to kind of get away from all of that, and kind of wind down or just take a break from all the action, where you can bring the kids and have like just play these Midway games and hang out for a little while. But yeah, first over on this side we have the Shark Bite souvenirs, using the new modular gift shop system. It's fantastic. I love it. Yeah, this was inspired. A lot of this stuff is inspired by some like shops and things I've seen at Cedar Point. So you might notice some things from Cedar Point that kind of look pretty similar. But yeah, I think this came out pretty well. I might even reuse the shark head up there, because that's just a great piece. Yeah, over here we have Catch a Duck, which is like one of those games where you would get like a pole and try to hook a duck and then you get a prize. Tried making a like duck out of art shapes. I think that came out pretty well. We have some branded umbrellas here for Mowata, which is just a fun little, I think it's going to be like a water brand that we'll use here in the park. Let's see, let's take a look over here. We have Midway Munchies. This is I kind of ripped this like straight from Disneyland. I think it's in Disneyland, but it's at Pixar Pier. There's a stand that looks very similar to this, but this one's a little bit smaller. But yeah, they serve ice cream, funnel cakes. It's really just a Gelato Bros stand, with some of the kitchen supplies you can find on the workshop. Just threw some of those back there. But yeah, over here, eventually this is all going to lead into another section of the park, so this side could change in the future. But yeah, moving on, we've got some more Midway games. We've got like a game where you would knock down blocks. We've got a water race game, and these modular gift shop pieces, I mean, I think are the real gem here. They're making all this work really well. We've got Dr. Fizz sign there. Again, another like fictional brand that I'm going to use probably throughout the park. And then this all goes into this arcade building. Now, I don't have anything set up on the interior of this arcade building. This is all just kind of implied, but I do have that poor guy. I do have an information stand in there so that he can sell some like sunscreen and stuff, because trying to combat that issue we've been having with sunburns and all. But yeah, let's keep going over here. We've got the more Midway games. We've got a basket toss and a balloon pop. Now, I did try to make all of these custom just to give it an attempt, so hopefully they get the idea across of what I was trying to do there. Here we've just got some restrooms with these water fountains I created there. I just pulled them from that other restroom that's literally right over there. But yeah, main thing here is this carousel. Carousel doesn't really have a name. I mean, it's just a carousel. But this is pretty much like not a one-to-one copy, but it's it's kind of close. There's some differences, but um, heavily inspired by the Little Mermaid carousel at Pixar Pier. Well, then it was a Paradise Pier, but it's been converted into, I think, something for Toy Story. Or it's got like a Toy Story theme to it now. But yeah, this is our carousel here. I've been trying to throw down these safety guides at all the ride entrances. But yeah, I really like how this all came together. It's very piece heavy. Normally with the carousel, I would do like a solid cover and not like an open cover like this. But I'm really liking how this came out. You guys have to let me know if you like it as well. But yeah, over here next to the carousel, we've got a caricature stand. Again, like, this is probably something I could have found on the workshop pretty easily, but I wanted to take a stab at making all of this myself. Just, I don't know, give it a try. See if I could do it. So, yeah, we've got the caricature stand itself with some, just some random caricatures I pulled off of Google. And some easels, some chairs, and then I tried to just do up this side with some random clutter. Yeah, we've got a sign for season passes. Probably end up scattering these all over the park because I mean, in amusement parks, you'll just see those like everywhere. But yeah, you get a nice view of the lagoon. I don't even know if it's actually a lagoon, but that's what I'm gonna call it. But yeah, you get some good views, especially if you're up in the gondolas. I've got to imagine that'd be a great view going over there. But yeah, coming back this way, you come across our drop tower, which is called Dive Bomb. Yeah, this I tried to cover up the path or the pad again for this ride. Sorry, that might be a little loud. Yeah, I tried to cover up the pad for it a little bit. But I think this came out pretty good. I might end up adding something to the top of the drop tower, like a box and some branding, that type of stuff. Maybe throw in the Surfside Sun logo over there. But yeah, we'll see how that comes along. I still need to finish up this side. That might be in the next episode. Or I might try to start tackling that section over there. But we'll go over that in just a second. And here I have a hot dog stand. This is kind of work in progress stuff back this way. I've mainly been focusing on this boardwalk area for the last week or so. But yeah, I'm thinking over here we're gonna have an entrance to a water park eventually, and then a ride, probably a big coaster next to the parking lot over there. But yeah, let's hop out. Kind of give you a big overview of what I'm planning. So yeah, we started here at the entrance, came around this way past Tide Rider's entrance, and over here at Boardwalk get a nice view of all of the stuff. I mean, it's been mostly like meticulous little details I've mostly been working on in the past week. So hopefully the next update isn't like terribly far away, but yeah, I'll get to working on a new section of the park here soon. And yeah, let's see. Over here, like I mentioned, we have the gondola. This other station, its location could change. But yeah, that, like I said, a lot of this stuff is still kind of work in progress. More or less just a big update about what I've been working on. Another thing, I shared this over on the Bro Nation Discord. I just think it's the funniest little thing. You can take Bodhi's hat and some of these like oval arch shapes and make a little bird's nest. Especially since you see those like birds flying around in Planet Coaster all the time. I thought that'd be a nice little detail to add. But yeah, here's kind of a better view of the Ferris wheel pad. I thought this came out pretty well. We've got like kind of sectioned off in different parts. Just trying to bring the size of the overall ride like way down. But yeah, I think that came out pretty good. I still need to come back and eventually add some like more like shops or carts, things like that. Like, because you'd see them all over the place in a park like this where they're just trying to sell you like drinks or those souvenir cups, things like that. Yeah, I think that would be a must in the future. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Kind of just like I said, been working on this area. It's been pretty crazy. No like big rides this week, so sorry about that. But a lot of my time has been just spent doing this meticulous detail work, which I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have. Yeah. With that being said, I think that should do it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.